My grandfather left me his car, but this wasn't just any car. It was a 1967 Mustang, perfectly restored. A gleaming piece of family history that I dreamed of owning since I was a little kid. It was more than metal and rubber. It was a connection to him, to my past. The day I brought it home, I felt like the luckiest guy in the world. I couldn't wait to show my fiancée, Emily. I pictured us taking it on long drives, the wind in our hair, making new memories. But when she saw it, her face fell. "It's single quotes, old," she said, wrinkling her nose. "You know your friends won't like it. It's not very modern." I just laughed. Who cared what my friends thought? This car wasn't about impressing anyone. It was about honoring my grandfather. I thought she'd understand eventually. I was wrong. A few weeks passed. I'd been busy with work, but I finally had a free afternoon and decided to go take the Mustang for a spin. I walked to the garage, my hand already reaching for the keys in my pocket. I opened the door and my heart stopped. The space where the Mustang should have been was empty. Just a dark rectangular oil stain on the concrete. Panic set in. Was it stolen? I scrambled for my phone, my hands shaking as I dialed Emily's number. "Emily, the car's gone. The Mustang? Did you see anything? We need to call the police." There was a pause on the other end of the line. Then, her voice, eerily calm, said, "I sold it." The world seemed to tilt. "You what?" I whispered, not sure I'd heard her right. "I sold it," she repeated, her tone matter-of-fact. It was too old, and it would have been expensive to maintain. Plus, it was taking up so much space. I thought I was doing the right thing for us, for our future. The right thing. The words exploded out of me. "You sold my grandfather's car, without even asking me." I couldn't comprehend it. It felt like a physical blow. "Ah, don't be so dramatic," she scoffed. "You're too sentimental about things." I'm the practical one. This was better for both of us in the long run. We can use the money for the wedding. I was speechless, betrayed, heartbroken. How could she not understand? This wasn't about money or practicality. This was about memories. It was about the summer my grandpa taught me how to change the oil, the stories he told me about his own adventures in that car. She hadn't just sold a car. She had sold a piece of my soul. I tried to reason with her. I tried to stay calm, to explain what the car meant to me. It was like talking to a brick wall. She just wouldn't listen. She folded her arms, a look of stubborn pride on her face. Her final words cut deeper than anything else. "If you really loved me," she said coolly, "you'd understand that I did this for us. You'd see I was right." In that single chilling moment, I realized something fundamental. This wasn't a partnership. It wasn't about us. It was a dictatorship, and I was just expected to fall in line. The love I thought we had felt like an illusion, a tool she used to control me. The engagement ring on her finger suddenly felt like a shackle. But I didn't yell. I didn't argue anymore. A cold, quiet resolve settled over me. I looked at her and simply nodded. I let her think she had one. For the next month, I played the part of the dutiful fiancé who had seen the light. Emily was insufferable. She'd brag to her friends over brunch, her voice dripping with smug satisfaction. "Oh, he was so attached to that old rust bucket," I overheard her say one day. But I finally taught him a lesson about being practical. "He knows I know what's best for us now." She thought she had molded me into the man she wanted. She had no idea what was happening behind the scenes. While she was celebrating her victory, I was busy. I started digging. I knew the sale couldn't have been entirely legal since the title was in my name. I quietly made some calls, pulled some strings, and traced the transaction. It led me to a shady collector on the other side of the state. My heart sank when I learned his plans. He wasn't a car lover. He was a vulture, about to strip my grandfather's Mustang for parts and sell them off piece by piece. The car was days away from being destroyed forever. I contacted him immediately. I explained the entire situation, the inheritance, the illegal sale by my fiancée, everything. I had the paperwork to prove the car was mine. It took lawyers and a lot of tense phone calls. For weeks, it was a battle, but legally, he didn't have a leg to stand on. Finally, the day came when a flatbed truck pulled up to my house, and there it was. My Mustang. Scratched up from the journey, a little dusty, but whole. It was back, and Emily never knew a thing. She never knew how close she came to permanently erasing a part of my family's legacy. The very next day, I sat her down. I took the engagement ring from my pocket and placed it on the table between us. I told her it was over. The confusion on her face was almost comical. But why? I thought we were happy. I thought you understood. I understand perfectly now, I said. You don't get to decide what my memories are worth. Months went by. The car is back in my garage, gleaming under the lights. I got it detailed, tuned up, and it runs like a dream. Every weekend I take it for a drive, the engine rumbling like a contented lion. One afternoon, my phone buzzed. It was Emily. She was crying, apologizing, saying she'd made a terrible mistake and that she finally understood. I listened, and when she was done, I told her calmly, you can't steal someone's history and then expect forgiveness just because you got caught. Some things can't be fixed. Driving that car now feels different. It's not just a connection to my grandfather anymore. It's a symbol of my own strength. A reminder that I stood up for myself, for my family, and for the things that truly matter. I look at the open road ahead, and I know, with absolute certainty, that I made the right choice. Thank you so much for listening to my story. It was a tough chapter in my life, but one that taught me so much. If you've ever had to make a hard choice to protect what's important to you, I'd love to hear about it in the comments. And if you enjoyed this, please consider liking this video and subscribing to the channel. It means the world to me. See you next time.